How you doing, everybody? Nick DiVirgilio here, and today's video is on this DW Jazz Series 4-piece shell pack. What makes the DW Jazz Series so special are their shells and the shell construction. They all start with a core of gumwood, 3 plies of gumwood, which is then sandwiched on either side by either maple, mahogany, or cherry, and this is the maple version. Now, since the Jazz Series is part of DW's Collector's Exotic Series, you can completely customize any one of these kits with any outside veneer that you like. This drum kit comes with this fantastic looking Mappa burl veneer. Just gorgeous, so inspirational to look at and play on. Later on in the video, I'm going to show you a few other drums that we have here in Sweetwater Studios that we use all the time, so I can show you some different versions of what the drums can look like. But for now, let's get into the details of everything else on this drum kit. Let's start with these tom-toms. 8x10 and 9x12 inch rack tom and a 14x14 inch floor tom. These drums sound really great. They're so much fun to play. Hear the tone of these drums right now. These toms sound so good. They're so much fun to play. Now, maple in the shell gives the drums a great clarity, a nice attack, great projection out front. I have them outfitted with Remo coated ambassadors, just a regular single ply head, so you get great attack and great feel on this side of the drum kit as well. Let me put the snare wires on and do the same sort of thing for you so you can hear a little bit of the buzz in the background. Now let's get down to the kick drum. A great size, 16 by 20 inches in diameter. A really cool size because you get great depth, but it's small, it's compact, it's easy to carry around, but big enough to play any style of music. I have this drum outfitted with a Remo Power Stroke 3, a clear head, great kick drum head, a little bit of dampening on the batter side and on the resonant side, but just a little bit, just to deaden up the drum just a tiny bit. So here we go, without the snare wires on, 16 by 20 inch kick drum. Big fat sound. Let me put the snare wires on and do the same thing for you. Great big fat sound, and it really gives back to this side of the drum kit, which I like a lot. Now, this is a 4-piece shell pack, which means it does not come with a snare drum, so I've coupled the drums today with this beautiful DW Purple Heart snare drum, 6.5 by 14. Killer snare. Use this in the studio, use this on gigs, and it cracks and it really projects and it's fantastic to play on. You can get a matching snare if you like in the same Mappa burl finish, but for now this is a 4-piece shell pack without a snare drum. Before I get into the hardware on this great drum kit, let me show you a few other drums that we have here at Sweetwater Studios. We are big fans of the Jazz Series drums just because they record so well, and I thought I'd show you a few different colors. The first one I want to show you is my personal drum. This is we call this the Tony Williams Yellow Lacquer Jazz Series. Now this is a cherry gum. Like I said, all 3 of these drums are cherry gum. And the reason for showing you these different drums is to show you the different colors, and the options are really limitless of what you can do with your drums if you'd like. Now this next drum will really show you the customization options that you can have with your drums. Again, this is a cherry gum version of the Jazz Series. And this is the personal kit of our studio director, Mark Hornsby. And he calls this the Breaking Bad finish. They have some serious artisans over at DW at their factory that can do just about anything for you, from paint to lacquers to wraps, really anything you want. And this one was customized by the guys there at the Oxnard factory, and it's just gorgeous. The final one I want to show you is this drum. Cherry stain over the cherry wood. Now the badge is a little bit different than the one on the Jazz Series here, although it is a Jazz Series kit. This is before the Jazz Series was announced. It's still a cherry gum shell, and this is our go-to drum kit at Sweetwater Studios. And I just wanted to say that because the Jazz Series is not just for jazz music, although it's fantastic for that. You can't go wrong there at all. But you can play anything: funk, jazz, pop, R&B, all the way up to the heaviest of rock and roll. Metal, you can totally metal out on the Jazz Series drums because they punch, they have great projection and great tone, and they're killer in the studio. Now to the hardware on this great Jazz Series drum kit. First, we'll start with their lug, the traditional big turret lug. The suspension system is their STM tom suspension system. It really allows the drum to hang freely, resonate, and really let the drum project and do its thing. The counter hoops on all of the drums are a little bit different in weight from the smaller toms down to the bigger toms. And all that does is give you a great crack, great stick feel, and also again add to the resonance and the sound of the drum. The tuning rods are called their true pitch tuning rods. And what that means is they have a lot more threads than a traditional tuning rod, which means you can dial in the sound of your drum and it'll stay in pitch for a long time. All right, now that I've told you about these drums, let's get into the sound of these drums, all together as a full kit. So much fun, such great sound, and great inspiration. All right, before we close off this video today, I want to encourage you to check out the text below the video. There I have listed all of the gear used in this video. The sticks, the heads, the cymbals, the microphones, the recording interface, all of the instruments I use to make the music that I'm playing along to in the play in and the play out, with links to all of the gear in case you're interested and you want to check some of that stuff out. And there you have it, everybody. This is the DW Jazz Series 4-piece shell pack in this fantastic looking Mappa burl veneer. If you want any more information about this particular drum kit or any other DW product, just contact your Sweetwater sales engineer. Thanks a lot for watching.